ABC 123 507CC. Jake Giller is my artist name. My government name is Jacob Olmsted. I'm from St. Paul. Like the first thing I would say, depends on the setting. Like if we're outside, I'd be like, oh, it's a nice day, right? Or if it's like a shitty day, like, damn, I hate gloomy weather, you know? Start the conversation and then kind of just let it go from there. Typically, no. I don't like to be that guy where like I meet somebody right away and I'm like, yeah, I make music, because it's kind of cliche. I'm that SoundCloud rapper or this and that, and then it just like puts what's the word I'm looking for? Like stereotype on you right away, you know? So like I wait till I just like kind of let people find out that I make music. Like my coworkers at work, I didn't tell them I made music until somebody else that I work with told me. So that shit was fire. Yes, I did. Once they started asking, I did. Yeah, ironically, when we went to that Riff Raff show when Kid Vision was there, I had a lady that told me she drove from Iowa to come see me perform. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Super like, what's the word I'm looking for? Super humbling. Oh yeah, she did. I don't know where it is. I didn't get her name at the end of the show because I got a little too drunk. Had to get taken home. Through Snapchat first. You and I started just tapping in on Snapchat. You saw I made music. I saw you did podcasts. So we'd go back and forth. Like you'd post something, I'd swipe up, vice versa. I threw the summer season show in Mankato. You came and then we met formally, face to face, and then the rest is history. Here we are. We had that show at Broadway, the Broadway Avenue show. I don't remember what the art place was called. Yeah, Canvas and Chardonnay. But yeah, we did that show. I think we didn't do a podcast that time, but I think we did like a photo shoot or something. Yep, that's what happened. Because I took pictures in the 507 hoodies. My last meal would be filet mignon, medium rare. Never well done. That shit is weird. From where? Ocean Air. Ocean Air for sure. And then I'm gonna need a dessert after that. Do we get a dessert for our last meal? Okay. Fried ice cream. Yeah, that shit's gas. A Captain and Coke. Crazy mix, right? But it tastes right. It tastes good. Proud of / embarrassed of. I was in 3rd grade. I'll never forget this moment. I went through a phase like that's when Chris Brown like first like blew up. He was like my favorite artist. I was in 3rd grade and I wrote a song. I don't remember how it sounded, what I said, and in inspiration from Chris Brown, my mom found it. I was super embarrassed, but that shit was fire, I think. Did my classmates know about it? Absolutely not. Yeah, only my mom. Shout out to her. I didn't put it out. It was written down, and she walked down like as I was like, singing it. Little 3rd grade me going crazy in the basement. A little bit, and I was super embarrassed, so like I just stopped, and then I just like threw it away. Oh, if Mac Miller never made it as an artist, neither would I. He's really the reason that I got into music heavily. I mean, growing up, like in middle school, like music was cool. Was always, like I always listened to it. But I will never forget I was at my friend Anthony Gomez's 8th grade birthday party, and Kool-Aid and Frozen Pizza started playing. I didn't know who it was, and I was like, and I heard it from upstairs, and it was playing in the basement, and I wanted to go downstairs and peep it. And then immediately he became my favorite artist. I started following everything he was doing with I think it was Treehouse Productions or Tree J TV, like his videographer from way back. And then like just watching him progress, like Blue Slide Park came out, freaking Macadelic, just keep progressing, dude. And the more I got into music, it was due to him. And that's who I wanted to be when I first started making music. That's just like who I tried to model my sound after. I used to get stage fright. Nowadays, I just do what I do. Like, you get on stage, you're either going to love me or hate me. I mean, that's what I feel like being a creative is, right? You're either going to love it or hate it. You're going to have people that don't like it. You're going to have people that love it. But I used to get really bad stage fright. Like, when I first started performing, I would continuously, like, forget lyrics, try to freestyle the verse, completely sabotage that, and, yeah, it was really bad. My first show was at the Garage in Burnsville. I performed with my friends. We had a collective called Grove Music. That was Joey Barstead, Cody Albright, Junior Alvarado, Justice Louisiana, and Andre Alexander. So we had a group of like 5 homies, and Student 1 performed there with us. It was lit, but it was one of those times where I got stage fright, and I definitely forgot a lot of my lyrics. Honestly, I don't think they noticed, because there's 5 guys on stage. Like, I might forget lyrics, but when the hook comes back on, right there, back to the basics with it. I think the secret sauce to my art is not caring what other people are going to think. For a while, I fell into that world where I would make music, but I would make music because I'd make certain songs because I tried to attract to a certain market. Like, these people are going to think this is fire. This is going to be like the next party banger. This is gonna be the next whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, it took me a while to realize I just need to make what I like. Like back to where you start, right? When you first make music, you make what you enjoy. But then once you get into it a little more, you start meeting more people. You kind of almost feel like a pressure to where you have to make what they're gonna like. And yeah, that's the secret sauce. Make what you like. Fuck what anyone else says. If I made a song in 60 minutes, it would sound like Mary Poppins is floating down with her umbrella. Really nice sunny day. To a little patio. And Snoop Dogg is right there. And we got Mac Miller on the other side. They're passing a joint. Mary Poppins comes down. And yeah. It's probably about that is a good question. What would it be about? If I had 60 minutes to make a song, I'd probably make a song about how I made this track in 60 minutes. That would be the main focus right there. In an hour, yeah, Will Ferrell was made in an hour. And Ring Ring. For Will Ferrell, that shit was crazy. I heard the beat, and it was one of those days where I was just in my home studio. And I was just sounding out like certain sounds how I wanted to do it. I started sweating, so I recorded that that song with my shirt off. Crazy as fuck in my hot-ass apartment room. Yeah, I keep going. I keep recording it. I got a noise complaint from it in broad day. Like 2 o'clock p.m., I got an email from my leasing manager that there's been a noise complaint. And, yeah, dude, I don't really know. I haven't had a song that's, like, hit me like that when I'm making it in a while like I have with Will Ferrell. That one just fucking hit me like a semi-truck going 60 miles on the highway. Ring Ring, that one, I heard the beat and I kind of, like, I already had, like, the pre-hook written. Like, I knew what I wanted to rap. I was just trying to, like, find a beat for it. Found it, got my groove on, laid that shit down, and probably FaceTimed, like, 30 of my friends after I laid just the hook down. Boom. The verses are super short, so I think they're only 8-bar verses. And half of it was written, half of it was just cut in / freestyles on it. So it was super easy. Really easy song to make. The bars and just the rhyme scheme is super simple on it. At 70 years old, I want to have a fortune off of Bitcoin investments. I plan to have 3 or 4 children. By that time, they'll probably be adults at that point. But, yeah, living good, probably not performing music anymore because my knees will probably be bad and my back will be sore every day. And yeah, man, chilling, living life, probably sipping a cocktail, watching the sunset. I don't know. At that age, I would probably get out of here. I don't know, though. I mean, years down the road. I could see myself staying in Minnesota, though, depending on what happens. Pets, I need a dog. Maybe not 2, maybe 1. I need a fat-ass bulldog. Anxiety, like everybody, right? I mean, there was a while where it was like sometime last year for a couple months, I got major anxiety with making music. So I didn't release really anything last year besides Will Ferrell and I think one other song I released last year. But yeah, dude, I was struggling with believing in myself. Like I'd go to make a song and then I would just get in my head like, no, this isn't good. This is trash. Like I just self-doubt due to my like anxiety. And I don't know, dude. I think just my girlfriend in my life, like she really just brought me up, like got me out of that, reminded me who I was, where I started, why I love doing this. So yeah, I owe her a big thanks for that because there was a moment where like for a couple months I wasn't telling anybody, but I was almost just like pondering just slowly stop making music. I mean definitely my mom, right? But just music in general, dude, it's like it's like another language, right? I mean, music is one thing that can bring a room full of people to get like together that they might have different political views, religious views, right? But if they all like certain types of music, you'll put people in that room together for that reason. I feel like music creates a world where no judgment is like in that room. One dead would be Mac Miller, and one alive is Drake because I'm trying to get that bag. In my previous life, like when they only like rode horses, like way back previous life, like before electricity. Oh, like way before. Okay. I probably sold bread. I'm sure that's what I did in my previous life. Some fire-ass bread, though, because we chase this bread, bro. You know what time it is? Place I'm most comfortable recording. I mean, I like my house for sure because I have my own home studio there. I would definitely say Waterwave, too, just because I'm surrounded by, like, all my peers, We all love each other, and like I'm comfortable around them guys. Otherwise, also if I go link with Gibby in at another studio in Minneapolis, like that's my guy. So like if I'm with him, I'm an open book when it comes to making music for sure. Honestly, bro, I never sit and just write. I always write when like I'm ready to record. I used to like sit and write a lot, but that would also turn into a lot of throwaway verses. And I mean, I feel like I manage my time better when I'm in the studio now too. If I'm not spending just hours writing when it's not gonna be recorded. Oh no, I don't write on paper. No, strictly my phone notes. Yeah, actually a lot of tracks. I have a song named Big that actually drops this coming Monday, so 2 days from now. I'm sitting on 7 or 8 songs right now. I don't know if I'm gonna do an album or a project or just do a bunch of singles and just roll those out. Kind of up in the air right now. Music videos, as of right now, no. I mean, we're in the talks of recording a bunch. I mean, shooting a bunch, but nothing's been started yet with that. I kind of grew out of like always trying to have a plan with like let's drop this song this time, let's drop the video with it, or like because that gives me a lot of stress. I kind of like to do it just freely because I mean, I don't know, that's how I perform my best and that's how I do my best. Yeah, so we got the Yin Yang Twin show tonight at the Mayo Civic Center. June 24th, I have a show at the What's Up Lounge in Mankato. July 3rd or 23rd, this will already be happening by then, but I'm performing at this festival called Soda Sound at Apple River. It's the first of many to come, and yeah, we're gonna change the world. You feel me? Yeah. I want to thank my mom. I want to thank all my boys for coming with me. I got Jordan, Michael, Josh, Jackson. We got Nate right here. We got Kid Vision right here. Eric for believing in me, bringing me onto Waterwave. My girlfriend, I love you, baby. My grandma, she's awesome. And yeah, all my family, friends, love you guys. Yeah, shout out to Mr. Pepper. He was my 9th grade chemistry teacher, or no, just science teacher. He was fire. He was just funny as fuck. I can say this now because I'm not in high school anymore, but him and I would just talk shit to each other the whole time. Like he'd like walk by my desk, knock something over in front of the class and be like, Jake, pick this fucking book up. Just straight up, like him and I would just go back and forth. But some might have, like a new kid in school might have, but he was that teacher where like he had that bond with a lot of people. Yeah, definitely. I would also say an old wrestling coach of mine, Will Short, definitely influenced my life tenfold, like gave me the mental strength I have today. Because I didn't really have my dad in my life growing up. So as corny as it sounds, like he was kind of like that figure in my life. As wrestling was also a huge part of my life growing up. He definitely showed me how to be mentally stronger when it comes to certain things in life. No, she doesn't, but she can definitely sing if Mariah Carey comes on in the car or something. Yeah, she be hitting them notes. She loves it, bro. She's damn near, I think she's my biggest fan. Without second guessing. She's at every show. She's coming tonight. She made custom Jake Giller shirts, bro. Like, yeah, that's my rider. Shout out to my mom. Oh, like my first actual release? I think she was kind of taken off guard at first because she didn't expect it. Like, I really didn't tell my family, like, hey, I'm making music. I kind of just dropped the song. And she liked it. I mean, she didn't have anything bad to say about it. Slow Down is what it was called. You can't find it anywhere, though. Hell yeah, I did. Because that shit was ass. I love you guys for supporting me. Shout out to 507, Minnesota. Thank you for the love and support. And Minnesota also is like my biggest inspiration as well. There's so many talented individuals in this state, from southern Minnesota way up north in the cities. Like everybody inspires me that's here, and it's our time.